Hi, it's Dr. Noel Lloyd for 5-Star Management, and I'm shooting this video on June 30th, exactly halfway between the start and the end of the year. Many of us have a choice to make. Are we going to check out mentally? Are we going to slide into the doldrums of summer? Are we going to let the next 2 or 3 months numbers crash and ruin our whole year? Or are we going to do a 5-star flip turn, push off the half-year mark, pull our team together, gain energy easily so that we can finish the year strong from this great vantage point? In this short video, I'll show you exactly how to do that. So here's the setup. You may have great traditions about starting your year. You've got goal setting, and you gather the team together and you take a look at where you're headed in the brand new year. We do that at 5-Star every year with our clients. And you may have a great strategy for finishing your year, taking a look at month 10, seeing where you are. The next 60 days, you've got an opportunity to reach new records, and so you pull the team together and push. But what do you do halfway through the year? Well, if you watch a great Olympic swimmer, they have a strategy that's called a flip turn. We're going to use the mid-year mark as a flip turn point in order to launch into the summer, do great numbers, and finish our year in record fashion. And in this short video, next segment, I'll cover that with you. Now, you might be wondering what I mean by a flip turn. What's a flip turn? If you've ever watched Olympic swimming competition, you notice that they start the swim on these dive platforms and they launch off at the gun, swim like crazy. But what do they do when they get to the end of the pool, the halfway mark? What they do is they roll into this little ball and they go feet forward into the wall. Their legs are coiled up, and then they launch off into the second half of the lap. We're going to do the same thing with our year, and we're going to take a look at the June 30th mark as halfway through. So what am I going to do? Number one, this is what I do. I will take my numbers for the first half of the year and just double them to give me an approximate full year. Now, I'll notice that I'll be strong in some numbers and maybe weak in some others. I will take a look at the first half of the year, all of the wins that I have seen us put together as a team. And then the next thing I'll do is I'll gather together our team and I'll say, hey, at this rate, we're going to beat new patients, regular visits, production, or collections, and in the second half of the year, we're going to need to push a little bit harder in order for us to be able to catch or beat last year in these particular areas. Number two, I will also gather the team and I will reread to them my practice vision. One of the things that we do at 5-Star is we work really, really hard at helping our doctors understand exactly what they want to build in terms of a practice. You know, in the first half of the year, you might be working so hard that you actually kind of forgot where you're headed. Have you ever heard the phrase that it's hard to remember that it's your job to drain the swamp when you're up to your tail in alligators? Well, it's so good to refresh the vision. This is the second half of the year. We're going to push off June 30th, the July 1st time, and we're going to launch into month 7, 8, 9, which is typically for many, many practices, challenging months for new patients. So here's what I want you to do. Number one, calculate what you've done for the first half of the year, double it out and figure out where you might end up at the end of the year. Figure out your wins and focus on those. Restate your practice vision, restate your practice goals, pull your team together and push off into the second half of the year. If you do, you'll stay engaged, you won't succumb to the summer doldrums, and you'll have a much, much better summer and a much, much better year. This is Dr. Noel Lloyd for 5-Star Management, and I know that helps.